comics. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome to the stage the wonderful, one of our favorite Baltimore comics, the great Umar Khan.
Baltimore, what's up? How are ya? We did it. We made it. We're alive. You guys are here. The worst part about snow here is having to talk to people from the Midwest who moved here. Right? They're like, if it snows 3 inches here, the whole city shuts down. Where I'm from, even if it snowed a foot, we still went to school. It's like, cool, you grew up sad. I had snow days while you were in school thinking about how great your city's snow cleanup system is. And all your jobs are shut down, that's why you're here. I live in Baltimore City, everybody. I'll let that one go, yeah. It's a good-ass joke. I live in Baltimore City. I live in a hipster neighborhood called Hamden. And sure, where else would I live? Look at me, plaid, skinny jeans. And I don't know, maybe I have an anger problem, but I see a lot of things that piss me off. Like when I see a dude under the age of 45 with just a mustache, I get pissed. It's like, yo, you're trying really hard to get laid. Come up with another way to tell the world you're into craft beer. And these assholes have the nerve to walk around with torn clothing to give off the effect like they did some hard labor earlier. It's like, what did you do? Listen to a really exhilarating TED Talk? And people like in my neighborhood pay like a lot of money to eat at restaurants, and when you get the food comes, there's like this much food on your plate, and everyone's like, you gotta support local. It's like, yo, you're not supporting local shit. How many poor businesses do you pass on the way to your shitty charcuterie restaurant? And what is charcuterie? Is that Lunchables for rich assholes? In my free time, I volunteer with inner city high school kids. I was working with this kid around the holidays. He was like, hey, Umar, what'd you do for Christmas? I was like, nothing, man. He said, why not? I said, because I grew up Muslim. My parents didn't do that. He looked at me and he was like, man, Christmas is the best. You're a grown-ass man. Celebrate that shit next year. I was like, thanks, Daryl. He's like, my name's Dorel. I was like, Dorel, you're a grown-ass man. Change your name. I love these kids. They're amazing. They're super smart, super funny. The one thing I don't like about working with them is that black teens are really good at making fun of you. And they'll say shit that makes no sense, but it still hurts. Like this kid was staring at me, and he was like, you know what, Umar? Your head shaped like a box of Newports. The fuck does that mean? But it hurt. And I wasn't gonna let this kid get away with it, so I was staring at him trying to figure out something I could make fun of him for, and he was like, nah, you taking too long, and walked away. Yeah. I'm in a relationship, everybody. Sure, no, it's okay. Don't do that. It's probably gonna end. I'm in a relationship. I'm really self-conscious in the relationship because my girlfriend's really good looking, you know, like she's a woman. She has like boobs and curves that women have, right? And look at me, I'm just a boy with a beard. Like I'm no one's dream man physically. My girlfriend wasn't a young girl describing her perfect man going, ooh, he has to be sickly skinny. And hair, he has to be covered in hair everywhere. And no upper body strength. And I prefer early male pattern baldness, but I'll take it or leave it. And it sucks because I'm really attracted to her. Like when we're having sex and I'm about to rip off her clothes, I yell all that crazy stuff you regret immediately after you say it. I'm like, I want to breathe you in from the inside. Let's have sex standing up. Wait, let's not. I'm way too weak. But she doesn't see me as a sexual object, so when she's ripping off my clothes, she has to yell stuff like, I love how you separate the darks and lights. I love how you listen, it's hot. I love knowing you'll never cheat on me because no one else will have you. You guys got a little sad at the end. But don't worry, that joke is old. We already broke up, guys. But I didn't know how to tell that joke without you guys being even less sad, so I lie, and then at the end I reveal the truth. So I'm on Tinder. Is anyone here on Tinder? Everyone here's a liar. No one here's on Tinder. I'm on Tinder. Tinder's an online dating site, and I don't know. I got off of it pretty quickly because I wasn't getting many matches, and I started feeling ugly about myself. But then I read a study that said people of color are way less likely to get matched on an online dating site. And after reading that, a wave of relief fell over me. I was like, oh my God, thank God. I'm not ugly. The world is racist. I'd much rather live in a hateful world where I'm good looking. Like, I used to think girls looked at my profile picture and went, oh, he's gross. But now I think they look at my picture and go, he's cute, but my dad wouldn't approve. Or he's cute, but I don't want an Aladdin baby. Good crowd, you didn't pull back. I've learned a lot about white women from Tinder. Apparently, white women love adventures. Every white chick on every Tinder profile description is like, I love adventure. But then every picture is of them in a bar holding a drink. It's like, what's your adventure? Making home safe at night? Yeah. Man, this is weird. This is the second time that my parents saw me do comedy. It's weird talking about sex in front of them. I just feel bad for them because my dad crossed a whole ocean with $25 in his pocket, and I tell dick jokes. That's the biggest F you to my family. But like they went through third world poverty and American poverty for me, and I think third world poverty is probably better than American poverty because at least they're eating like free range or organic because they can't afford fences and antibiotics back there. I am in grad school to be a school psychologist, and and the issue of spanking kids came up one of my classes, and we were like talking about it, and the professor said 40% of kids who are spanked are more likely to be aggressive when they're older. And this girl got pissed. She stood up. She was like, I was beaten. I'm normal. It's like, yo, you did a very not normal thing to prove that. And like, I was spanked like crazy growing up. My mom used to hit me with a spatula so much so that I thought that's what they were for. Until I went over a white person's house and I saw his mom flipping eggs. I was like, hold the fuck up. You're gonna serve me food with that? That's on someone's ass? And people do want to hit their kids, so psychologists have to come up with safe ways for them to do it. So they'll say stuff like, if you're gonna hit your kid, don't do it right when you caught them doing something bad. Wait a little bit so you don't go overboard, because you'll be angry. But how creepy is that? Now you're just waiting all day to beat the shit out of your kid. You're like a serial killer. And here's the thing, if you're for hitting kids, this is your premise. You hit people and they change for the better. You hit people and they change for the better. If that's true, why do we reserve it for people who are this big? There's plenty of adults in our life that are assholes. But if you hit them, it's a felony. When you hit a kid, everyone's like, good, you taught him a lesson. Oh, it's weird when you guys don't laugh at that. That just turns into a shitty TED Talk. Alright, I'll do one more and get out of here. I've been dating, and dating is weird. It's dating because dating is like two people lying to each other, right? Like the whole time you're like, yeah, I like reading too. So like I don't even treat dating like getting to know people. To me, dating is detective work. I'm like, I know something's fucked up about you, I'm gonna figure it out. And like relationships are when two people come together and lie to everyone else. They're like, yeah, we're happy. We totally wanted that baby. And people, I was thinking, I've been dating a lot, and I've been thinking about why, and I realized that, I want a baby, guys. I want a baby, which is a weird thing to say as a 27-year-old man. But I love kids, and when I tell my friends I want kids, they're like, ugh, kids, 20-year-olds, they're so stupid. Like, kids are annoying. They say dumb things. It's like, You, as a 20-year-old, have never said anything amazing in your life. Like, I counsel kids at school. I was counseling 2 kids. One kid was a kid with autism who went through bullying. Another kid is going through bullying now, so this kid with autism was helping this kid who was being bullied. And the kid who was being bullied said, I just want the cool kids to like me. And the kid with autism slapped his head. He was like, dude, the cool kids are actually the dumb kids. You've never said anything that good in your life. The most you ever said as a 20-year-old, you had like a well-placed that's what she said joke. You fucking hack. All right, you guys ready for your next comic? All right. Next comic on the stage, he was a semi-finalist on Last Comic Standing. He's a very good friend. Give it up for Baltimore's own Jason Weems, everybody.
One more time, guys. Come on, let him hit. Come on.